Good afternoon, everyone. Jason here. Today is April 15th, and this is your after market update. So today is tax day. It is April 15th, and hopefully you got all of your taxes taken care of, and you got your good uncle squared away for another year, and you can focus on more productive things other than the tax man. All right, so today was a very active day here at the Oil Trading Group. In fact, we had 491,000 contracts traded on the May contract, 308,000 on the June contract. So we are in contract rollover week right now. In fact, the last day this contract expires on Tuesday of next week. That is the 21st of April. As we continue to move through, though, Thursday, Friday, and Monday, the volume will continue to be split. But for today's trading purposes, the volume was extremely active. We had lots of good volume to finish our moves with today, and we were able to capture a couple of very nice trades here today. All right, so taking a look here, one other thing I wanted you to take a look at as we zoom in here on the average daily range. The 10-day average daily range was 226 ticks. On your 10-day average, the 20-day average daily range was 238 ticks, and you can see that today we were at 330 ticks. I tell you that because we have been in somewhat of a narrow range here over the past several days. In fact, let's take a look here. This is your 60-minute volume profile chart. If you go back here, this was the inventory report from last week. The high of the day there was 53.22, and with the exception of this little bit of value area here yesterday, for the better part of 1, 2, 3, 4 days, value and price had been contained within Wednesday's price action. So again, for the better part of 1, 2, 3, 4 days, price had been in a fairly narrow range. In fact, by contrast, we were at 330 ticks was the range today. It was 196 on Tuesday, 163 on Monday, 185 on Friday of last week, and 156 on Thursday. So again, we finally had some volume. We finally had a breakout day. That was due in large part to the fact that there was an anticipated build in the inventories of 3.5 million barrels. We came in at like 1.3 million barrels, somewhere in that neighborhood. And so for the first time in a long time, the actual number for the inventory report was considerably less than what was expected. Typically, what we've been seeing is that the build had been much higher. So that there was an exuberant rally in the market today. We traded 700, almost 800,000 contracts between the May and June. Excellent volume. We were able to see range expansion of about 100 ticks above average. So when those kinds of things occur, it does make the market a lot more fun to trade, because instead of chopping around in a narrow range for the balance of the day, we do get that range expansion, and you do get some volume to be able to do some things with. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's take a look at a few ideas here today. We had a number of trades. We had several winners, and we had a few winners and a few losers mixed in. I'm going to show you two trades today here. These are the two OTG trades of the day. Between these two trades, we picked up somewhere in the neighborhood of about 600 ticks between the two trades. And so we're going to show you these two OTG trades of the day. First, though, I'm going to explain these trades to you, why it is that we did what we did, and then we'll talk a little bit more, or after I go through and kind of give you the high-level overview, rather, I'll let you watch the two trades in their entirety. Okay, so OTG trade number one came right after the inventory report. I'm going to turn off all of these levels just so that you can see the one big bar that we had here that went from 53.80 all the way up to 54.99. That's a 120 tick move on one bar. This was the inventory report number. This is when the number was released. We had this shake all the week longs out. We had this long move down right before the number to take all of the week long positions out of the equation. We came back and we had this long move to the top side. So we have what we call market maker levels, and what I'm including in today's email is a write-up that we've done on our market maker levels. And today was a really good example of how we used our market maker levels in conjunction with order flow particularly on OTG Trade number 2, and I'm going to show you that in just a few minutes, how we used our order flow tools coupled with our market maker levels to pick up a couple of very nice trades. But first, let's talk about the first OTG trade of the day here. I'm going to turn these revision signals on. Once we got up and after this report, we began to rotate around what we call our daily revision signal. I'm also going to put the market structure level up here. Once we began to rotate around this, the way that these market maker levels work is that once you get a close above what we call our revision signal, that's this revision signal. These revisions form after the pit open, and we get revision number 1. Basically, these are dynamic support and resistance levels. And if you go back and read the blog on that I'm going to include, we had a blog update today, and I'm going to include that in the email. Take a read on this, and you'll understand a little bit more about these from a high-level perspective. But once we get through and close above this revision signal, we begin to target and look for this target up here, the revision target, which today is up here at the 55.62 level. So once we did close above this revision signal, we got confirmation by closing above our market structure extension here, and we were looking in this area to get long, and this is where we get long on your market maker levels, is off of this market maker level here. Did put up with a little bit of heat, but the market continues to rotate, and then we were going to be looking to target up here to this 55.61. But there's another thing that we look at in here as well, and it is the 200% range extension. So we were looking long right around this 55.11 level right in here. And we have what we call our 200% range extension. Also, we had a range projection high today up here at 77. So the 200% range extension at 76 and the range high up there at 77. And also your revision target up here, as you can see it here at the 55.62 level. So what we talked about is that somewhere between 55.62 revision target and somewhere between there and this range high, we were going to be looking to target. So as the trade progresses, you're going to hear me talk about those two levels, and eventually I'm going to settle in to get short up here at 55.77. Now we're going to have a 10-tick stop on this short at 55.77. Actually, it's 55.78. We're going to get in up there, and I'm going to have a 10-tick stop to, I believe it's 88. So as the market begins to progress and we begin to move further, you can see that we come right up into that level here. And let's come back to this. We come right up into, in fact, we get really close right up there to 61.62. Then the next bar takes us up into the 87 level. We were short right again in this area, and you're going to see that at the end of the video. You're going to see me ultimately get short right up here around this 78 level. And so we rode the target from, I think it was from 15, 12, 13, 15, something like that, all the way up to this 87 level where we turned around and got short. Now, it almost took us out. In fact, it got us, it came up here to 87 before it begins to roll out all the way down into the 43 level. So it went 78 to 43, 35 ticks. We didn't watch that trade. We didn't watch that trade here today. In fact, we took a couple of ticks off, or a couple of contracts off earlier. We're not going to watch that particular trade. I did have a series of trades in and around that. Like I said, some are winners, some are losers. What I'm showing you today are the two really nice trades that we had. That was trade number 1. That was trade number 1. Trade number 2 is going to be predicated, and let's come back here. Let's expand this chart. Trade number 2 is going to be predicated on our market maker level here, market structure extension 2. What you're going to hear me talk about in that video is that once we get to the 200% range extension, that's generally where the market will pause and begin to roll over, and that was around the 76, 77 level. Well, today was a little bit different. Today, the market was so energetic and the rally was so strong that once we came back here, and I have these areas circled here, you see how we came down right here into this 80 area, and then again we came back and tested it a little bit later right down to this was actually 80, and this also was 81.80. So you had a triple bottom right here, okay? So we came down into these levels here. And then once we got back north of this 90 level, and I'm going to tell you why I get long. I get long right here around this 85. And then we begin to look for, I had two targets. I had 85, 68, which is, again, we closed above the revision signal here, right? We continued to close above the revision signal. These are your market maker levels. And we were targeting either 68 or I had another level above us at 85. All right, so let's come back and talk about why I have these two circles here. Here is your footprint chart, okay? And this is where your order flow comes in. So you could see, and I hope you can see this here on this chart. As we were making our way up and down, we came right here, and we noticed this in the room, and we talked about this in the room today. On the bid, you had 382 orders hit the bid right there. Hopefully you could see that right in this area right here, okay? You had 382 orders hit the bid right there. Let me see if I can expand this out just a little bit, right? Hopefully you could see that now a little bit more clearly. Right there, 382 orders hit the bid, and we couldn't penetrate down through that level there at 81, right? You had a negative volume here, a negative delta of 266 orders. You came down 382. We had actually 50 come back and hit here, and we couldn't sustain a move down through it. So you hit there to 80, and you couldn't move through that 382 orders there that hit the bid. Fast forward, let's see, fast forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 minutes, okay? All right, so fast forward 50 minutes, whoops, and you had another anomaly occur, and this is what caused me to get long. All right, you see this horizontal white line? That's the 81 level. Do you see how we came down very aggressively? We had 612 orders, a delta. You had a delta of 612 orders. So this market came straight down, was coming down very aggressively, and hit the 85.80 level and couldn't get through. That was back to where we had 382 orders earlier, and the sellers couldn't get through that level. That is where the buyers absorbed all of the volume. So you had a negative delta of 612 orders on this particular bar. The next bar opens up, and you can see that we had a negative order flow of 27 orders, right? So you had a negative delta with a positive bar, right? So the bar closed up on negative volume. And couple that with the fact that there is a 1, 2, it's a triple bottom down there back here, right? Remember this back here. 382 orders, couldn't get through it. You then had a negative, very large negative delta. All the buyers soaked up all of those shorts. The next bar, 27 on negative delta at 27, and then the bar closes on its high. So we are getting long. We ended up getting long here, right off of this area, right off your market structure extension between the revision signal and the extension there at 90, we get long at 85. Once we saw that happen in the room, it was immediately, we talked about getting long. I immediately get long there, and that's where you pick up the OTG trade of the day, number 2, is long there at 85. So again, like we talked about, you have revision signal, you have revision target. Once you continue to close above this revision signal, eventually revision target is what you're going to reach out to get to. And you can see the market goes all the way up to revision target. The high on the day is 69, and we got to 68. Now, I wish I would have taken it all off at 68. In fact, I'm going to get taken out down here around 47. So we're in 65 to 47, or sorry, 85 to 47. We end up taking 62 ticks on 4, which is another 240 tick trade. And I was looking for this level up here around 85 that we had. But anyway, this is where the market does come up there right at the 1:30 hour and does come back and take us out there at 47. So we ended up riding, could have ridden 85 up to 68. That would have been 80 some odd ticks, but we ended up riding 65, 85 up to 47. So could have been more, but again, it was a very good trade. In fact, we had 2 very good trades here at the Oil Trader Group. So again, that's kind of the high-level overview of today's trading session. And so what I'm going to let you do now is I'm going to let you watch the two trades of the day in their entirety. Trade of the day number 1 is 22 minutes in length, and trade of the day number 2 is 34 minutes in length. So again, without further ado, here are the OTG trades of the day. Go right here at 13 on the long. I moved it up to 13. There's 13. Stop here is 98. And then I'm going to add, still going to add at 24 on the break of the high, 1 lot. And then we're moving the targets out of the way here. Moving these targets up out of the way. There's 23, 24. We got the 27 there. Okay, target 66. Target 66 to 77 up top here. So let's go. Come on, push up through. You had some orders short at 30 earlier. Okay, there's 27, rejected out of the high again. Stop right now, still down below. So now we need to close above 24. Looking to target up there to 66. 15 to 66 would be 51 ticks on 5. Maybe even as high as 77. 168 total on the offer up there at 26. We do need to close above that high at 24. And projected range high today is 78. The 200% retracement is 77. So I'm going to make that target, we're going to make that target somewhere between 66 to 77. Right now it's at 77. Right now it's at 77. Right now the target is 77. Lots of shorts there at 18. You've got 10 minutes now till the European session close. Yeah, for me, the short would be up there at 66 to 77, Jay. That's where I'm going to look to flip short. We're going to try to ride this up to somewhere between 66 to 77, and then that's where I'm going to look to get short. Preferably, it takes us all the way up to the 200% range extension up there, which is around that 78 level, and that is an optimal place to get short. Is the 200% range extension of yesterday's range. And we need a bar to close above 24, the 22 rather, that previous high at 22. We need a bar to get up and close above 22. If it goes from here, then underneath 04, you're going to want to get underneath 04 before I would think about it getting short again. It's going to have to get underneath the 04 level. Yeah, no problem. Look at all the longs. You've got a big iceberg here at 19 and one at 20. Looks like the buyers are trying to win the battle here, but again, it's a battle right here, 2021. That previous high was 22, and that's why we're sticking it out right here, 21, 22. 8 minutes till the European session close. 8 minutes. $245 have hit the bid at 20, and we are soaking those up here. So again, same kind of divergence developing here. Negative bar, green bar on negative volume here. We're soaking through all of these sell orders. Negative, green bar on negative volume here. That's a very good sign. Let's see if we can break that high. Negative bar, positive bar, negative volume. We're soaking all of those sellers in right now. All of these sellers are being absorbed up at this level here. Let's see if we can maintain that. A lot of sellers being absorbed. Green bar, negative volume. Negative volume on this bar. And you are moving up through, test the high. There's 25, 26. Let's go 27. Pop through the high here. Yeah, big negative volume here. There you go. All the way up to 30, 31. Bringing this stop now to break even here. So, negative volume and a big fat green bar. So, we'll see. We got to close. I'd like to see us close above 22 and even above 27 here. Closing towards the top end of this bar here in the next minute and a half. 66 is your target. 66 to 77 is the target. And that's where I'll look to get short. And that's where I'll look to get short here. Closing above 22 at a minimum, above 27 is the best. That's above these two previous highs, just to gain some acceptance above those. And closing into the top end of this bar, closing at the high tick of this bar, also a good sign. 55 seconds left here. And if you close, you need to close above this bar high, 28 or higher here. 28 or higher here on the close is what you'd be looking for here. Sellers trying to come back in, but you have buyers. You have icebergs at 26 and 25. Lots of orders hitting the bid, though, right now at 25. But again, same idea here. You've got good divergence here. You've got a negative volume on a green bar here, right? So you've set all of these sellers are being absorbed. And let's see if we can finish this out this way. You've got 5 seconds here. I'd like to close above 22 at a minimum. And there's 25. All right, last 5 minutes here. So again, negative volume on a green bar means we absorbed a bunch of sellers there. And let's see if this thing can continue up here. We got as high as 31. We've been as high as 31. Stop is 15, break even. You've got these sellers trying to step in at 25. See if we can pop through 25 here. Sellers are making an effort to keep the lid on it at 25. Yeah, there you go. Get up through 30, 31 now. 161 limit orders long at 27. 66 is your target up above. Revision target up there at 62. So somewhere between 62 and 77. 55 and 77. Come on, 31, bust the high. top the high there. Really. Just no joy here yet. Looking to get to that target. Stop his break even here. You've got 3 minutes till the close. I'd like to go attack the high and get through the high up there. All right. Trying to pop the lid on the high. There's 31.32. Let's go. 100 limit order short at 40 up there. There's 31. Let's go 32, 33. Can't quite get through 32. That's sort of frustrating. 158 hit the offer on the high. We had 158 hit the offer on the high. $158 hit the offer on the high. Sellers are really trying hard to keep the lid on it up here. Minute 45 till the European session close. Looking for 66 to 77 here. Again, we have not closed above previous high of 27, which that needs to occur as well. Need to stay above 22. That was a high, as we just slowly stepped the highs up here. Stepped it up to the highs here. So we got to get up through 32. You had 158 orders hit the offer at 32, challenging that high up there where you have a double top now. 30, come on, 31, 32. Sellers trying to step up here. Again, you've got a bar that's climbing on negative volume. That is telling me that all of these sellers are being absorbed. 45 seconds till the close here. You've got a positive bar on a negative volume. Come on, fight through 31, 32. There's 30, 31. Get your way up through 31, 32. 6. There we go. 35, 36. Muscle through it now. All right, let's bring the stop here to break even plus 2 to 17. Like this thing to close up above the high there of 31. 32 or higher here. 32 or higher on the close. 2 seconds. At least we're closing above 27. All right, there's 33. Hustle into it. 66 is your target up there. 66 is your target. There's 39, 40, 41. Somewhere between 66 and 77 on the target here. Bringing this up to 21 on the stop for now. Although that may be a little too tight. Revision target up there at 62. I've got a level at 55. 66 to 77 on the target. And then I'm going to get short somewhere up there as well. I'm going to look to get short somewhere as well up there. So this is a battle to try to stick around in this thing. This is going to be a battle. Then it's 66 to 77. I'd prefer it to go to 77, which is the 200% range extension. You need to close somewhere at some point above 36 here. It's 23 on 5 here right now. There's 39, 40. Come on, 40, 41. 144 short at 45 up there. 144 short at 45. Let's go ahead and pop the lid on 41. There's 42. Let's go. Muscle through. 43. You have some orders at, we'll go to break even plus 10 right now to 25. There's 43. You've got 128 and then 228 up there. Boy, you just got rejected, eh? All right, we just muscled through those orders there at 41. 44 is the high. 66 to 77 up above us here is the target. 133 limit order short at 45. 25 right now on the stop. Come on, fight your way up through 43, 44. $130 limit order short at 44 right now. Or at 45 rather, trying to keep the lid on it. 123 up there at 45, another 246 at 50. We should get to 66. We should get to 66. 123, limit order short at 45. 30 ticks on 5 here. I'm going to add 1 at 51. Come on, get your way up through 44 here. Okay, we're attacking 44. Let's get, okay, we just cleared the 45 level out. Stop here at 31 now. Okay, we just hit the high of 52. 53. There's 59. I got 6 on here. 5 on it, actually. I must have taken, oh, I didn't do a stop. I didn't do the sell stop. That's okay. Okay, so I've got, we got up to 59. It's either 66 or 77. And right now the target is 77. There's 60, 61. Gosh. Come on. It's 34 on 5 now. I'm going to bring this trailing stop to 41. 41 on the trailing stop. 66 to 77 here is the target. 66 to 77 is the target. We just hit the revision target up there at 61 to the tick. I expect us to overshoot that a little bit. 66 to 77. Yeah, I'm going to short 55.77 and maybe 55. We just hit 64. Okay, let's bring this trailing stop up to 50 here. That might be close enough up there at 64. That might have been close enough. I'm going to look to short 77. Here's 63, 64, 188 at the 64 level. You've got a big iceberg up here at this area. Big iceberg. We'll see if we get through it. Big iceberg at 64. 360 right here. We just got through to 65. 411 short at 62 right here. Okay, I'm bringing this all down to 62, and then I'm going to get in short at 62. That might have been it right there. The trailing stop, it'll be 39 if we get to 62. You know what? Bring that back to 65. Bringing that back to, you know what? Bringing it back to 77. I didn't get filled, and then we're going to bring the trailing stop up to 52. Trailing stop is 52. You've got a lot of orders up in this area here. 434 have hit the offer up here. And I'm going to bring it back to 67. 77 is where I'm going to look to get short. There's 52 on the stop. 49. 49 on the stop. And that'll be 23, be 26 on 5. Oh, that's 66. Might have been close enough there at 65. We're going to find out here. I'm going to look and wait for 77. See if we can get through it up top here. 110 limit orders long at 50. There's 60, 61. Let's see what the backfills look like. See what the iceberg, that iceberg order that was at 62 earlier. There were 400 coming in at 62 short up there a minute ago. The revision target is up here at 61. I'm expecting it to make it to 77. That's the range high projection. It's also the 200% range extension. Okay, there's 61, 62. That was the area that was really heavy with orders. There's 66, 67. 56 here on the stop. Targeting 77 and short 77 with the 10 tick stop. You got 2 minutes left on this bar. 77 with a 10 tick stop. It's now 44 on 5 here. Okay, there's 73, 74, 75. 77 is the target. The stop now is 62. If we come down to 66 here, if we come down to 66, I may pull all this down. That might have been close enough up there at 75. That might have just been close enough. 151 limit order short at 75 right now. There's 77, and I'm, okay, so I am in there. 85 now, long. Stop is 78. Stop is 78. Target's out of the way. 170, limit orders long at 85. This is that area down here where we ran into support from a volume perspective earlier. Let's see if we bought in a little better position here and get this thing to move up. Stop is 79. Double bottom there at 80. Okay, you got 5 minutes till the top of the hour. 35 minutes till the close. Stop at break even. Been as high as 93 on this move up. Been as high as 90. Been as high as 93 here. Shorts coming back in here at 91. All right, if this comes down, it takes me out at 85. And then comes back to 82, 81. I'll look long again around that area. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put 81 long on the chart in case 80 long on the chart in case it comes down into it. Just try to buy in a little bit better again. You know what? Scratch that. Just put it down there at 79 on the stop. 186 long at 75. Longs backfilling at 82. Good. Now, there's 80 again. Not quite 79, not at quite. Revision signal at 73. You know what? Stop is 74. Stop is 74. I'm going to get behind that 218 limit orders that are long at 75. Looking for 23. New candle and top of the hour in 2 minutes here. $171 limit orders long. It's 75. Stop is 74. Yeah, Frank, you're right. He's about to have a stiff penalty. You saw in there where Aaron Hernandez was found guilty of murder today. For all you Patriots fans. Life without parole. What a waste. What a waste. Some shorts coming in at 92. Okay, top of the hour now. All right. Stop is break even. Because if we pull back. All right, let's take a look here on the 1 minute chart and see where. Okay, so the New York session range long just triggered at 95. And that's generally good for 10 ticks. Let's see if we can do something. Okay, that's generally good for 10 ticks. Stop at 86 here. Don't mean to sound exasperated by it, but if it comes back, it takes me out of break even. I'm going to be super frustrated. Everything, we're looking for revision targets up above here to 68. $60 limit order short there at 98. See if we can get the hustle through to the top side here. Looking to possibly get to 23, but really you could be 56.85, 50, somewhere between 56.68 and 56.85 is what I'm looking for here on this move up. Now you may pause, like I said, at 22.23 up there. There's 0.0. 87 is the stop. Break even plus 2. 35 limit order short. You've got backfilling going. There we go. You just chewed through a serious, at 0.0 is a serious iceberg we just chewed through. Right here at 0.0. Big time iceberg we just chewed through at 0-0. Let's see if we can see if we can push through that. 136 hit the offer up there at 0-0. I don't think that's going to hold, but we'll see. $86 on the stop. 136 hit the offer at 0-0. Big iceberg up there at 0-0. Let's see if we can continue our push up through it. There's your 0-0 again. Come on. Get through 01, 02. Push up through it. There's 01. 2, 3. Let's go. All right, let's go test the high up there. There's 4, 5. Really? Man, every time I start to get excited about this move up, it continues to get swatted back here. 89. 89. Trailing stop here. 02, 05, and 12. Remember at 11 there were significant icebergs earlier here. Yeah. So let's see if we can break through 12, 10, 11, 12 here. Start by breaking through 6, of course. $10 ticks from 95 is 05. That's on the European session closing range trade. Like I said, it may hustle into it here at the close. It may be at the close when we get the big move. Well, we don't have much time. If it's going to be a big move, it'll be in the closing area, right? This is Captain Obvious. Okay, we hit 6 again. $60 orders, iceberg at 04. Big iceberg orders coming in at 04. Big iceberg orders coming in at 04. New bar in 5 seconds here. Let's see if this next bar gives it the push through here to the top side. 04, you had iceberg orders. They're gone now. There's 5. Let's get through 6. Still can't get through 5, 6. $23, man, this has got a lot. This feels as though it has a bunch of pent-up energy up here that we may get through it if we can. There's 13, 14. Okay, there's 18, new high. Okay, we're going to watch out for 23. Going to bring the stop here to 02 for now and see what happens. We're going to watch 23. That's the area that I told you before. There's 18, 19. I don't want to give back too much, but I don't want to take myself out here. 95 is the stop. I don't want to take it out here before it goes either, before it finishes the move up. Still need, you've got 4 minutes. You'd like a close above 12, 12 or higher. Not a lot up there at 23. Okay, that might be close enough initially at 19. That might be close enough. Unfortunately. 97 on the stop for now. Close 12 or higher here. Close above this previous high here. Actually 14 or higher. 12 to 14. 12 or higher. 16 or higher would be better. 12 or higher minimally. 16 or higher best. 20 minutes till the New York session close. 180 hit the offer at the high up there at 14. 180 have hit the offer at what was the high at 14. There's 18, 19. 23 is a level here we want to be mindful of. We've got revision target all the way up there at 67, 68. We need to be mindful of that as well. Close 14. 15 or higher would be better. 12 or higher would be at a minimum of where I'd like to close here. I'd like to go see us punch through the top here. There's 17, 18. 02 on the stop for now. Break even plus 17. Come on. There we go. 2021. Okay, let's go to, there's 1920. 2 minutes left on this bar. 03 on the stop. Oh, look at all the icebergs there at 19 that couldn't hold. We had 109 hit the bid there at 19. We had a big iceberg there that couldn't hold. We wanted that to hold. 23, this might be close enough. Again, 14 or higher on the close. Closing on the high tick in the next minute and a half would be fine as well. Closing on the high tick would be fine as well. 111 limit order short at 10. Let's bring the stop here. Stop leaving it at 04. Break even plus 17. Your 31 ticks positive here. $31, I'm going to add 1 at 31. I'm going to add 1 at 31 up top. Close above this 14. You've got 58 seconds. There's 2021. We're not really aggressively busting the high here. 116 on the offer at 21. 116 on the offer at 21 up there. We got to close 14 or higher here. I'd like to close above the high tick if we could. 7 on the stop. Break even plus 20 to 7. Break even plus 17 to 04. 04 on the stop. We're going to try see if we can close 14. We got to close above this high at 14 up here. 25 seconds. At a minimum, 13. At best case, 15 or higher. And closing at the high tick up here, 20, 19, 20, 18, 19, 20, also would be a very good sign. Okay, we closed above that high there at 14, which is good. This high bar closed above this high bar. We should be in for some more upside. On your 5 minute, this bar closed above the high of this bar. We should be in for some more upside. 06. And we're running into resistance up here at that 21, 22. That's right in that 23 area. 06, 07 on the stop. 06 right now. Okay, there's 21. 401 have hit the offer at 20. We should get through it. 406 have now hit the offer at 20. Stop at 04. Stop still at 04. 406 have hit the offer at 20. You have 104 limit orders short at 25. 115 limit orders long at 10. I don't really want to come down and test that. There's the center point of the gap bar there at 11. $23 is the area that we talked about would be the target. And we hit 21. 102 limit order short at 25. You've got 19 minutes till the close. Just want this thing to keep rolling up here, and I believe it will. 116, 124 limit orders long at 16. The buyers are really trying to step it in here. Okay. Lots of an iceberg here at 17. A ton of limit orders long there at 17.16. You've got an iceberg at 17 and big orders on the limit orders long at 16. We're going to try to fight through the high here. I'm going to add one at 31. Come on, get through 20, 21. Okay, you've got an iceberg at 20, big iceberg at 20, and an iceberg at 19. This is the battle zone here. Stop is 07. Yeah, no doubt, huh? Iceberg at 17, orders at 16, and orders at 10. $101 limit order short at 25. I'm going to add one at 31. 32 ticks on 4 here. I'm looking to get up to potentially 85. All right, let's clear this out. I don't want this coming too far back. 4 is the stop. 17 ticks to 4 on the stop. $17 or higher now. There's 16, 15, 16. If I was short from 23, I would not be liking the way that we couldn't get down through it. So now that because we are long, I'm feeling very good about this. We'll see if that's misplaced. There we go. We just popped up to 28. Okay, adding one at 31. Let's bring this stop now to 7. Man, we stay above 23. You are in very good shape. You stay above 23 here. Bring the stop to 13. Trailing stop to 13. Bring that add spot to 36. Up's too. Oh no, there's 30. 36 on the add. 36 on the add. We got to stay above 23, no doubt. 40 ticks on 4 now. Okay, there's 31. 32. Trailing stop is break even plus 30 to 17. You know what? I don't need an add. I'm not adding. I don't need an add. I don't want it to jack with my entry. We're just going to target all the way to 68 up there. No add for me. Closed above 23 now. We're looking for the target to 83. 67 to 83 here. 67 to 83. And so my preliminary work here, I had a level here at 32 that I was looking at that I put on the chart there at 32. Boy, was that one must have been, that was right on. Okay, there's 31, 32. There's 34, 35, 36. Let's bring this now to 22 on the stop, break even plus whatever it is, 35, 45, 35, 87, 85 to 22 is 37 ticks. 37 ticks. I'm glad I didn't add it 36. 178, limit orders long right now. Look, you're targeting somewhere between 68 and 85 here. And you've got 13 minutes left in the day here. 180 limited orders long at 25 right now. My trailing stop is 22. Okay, fight through 36, 52 ticks here. There's 36, 37. Let's go. Let's get through it. Okay, there's 36, 37, 38. Let's go. Fight your way up through it. Looking to get to the revision target and or breakpoint number 2 at 85, 86. Those are your targets. There's 37, 38. You have an iceberg at 37 here. Iceberg's at 37 and limit order short at 45 up ahead of you. So again, there's 38, 39. Fight your way through 39. 203 on the offer up there at 38. There's 40. Glad we didn't take it off and get short at 23, right? 27 is now the stop. Break even plus 40 to 27. 131 limit. Oh, you've got a pile of orders up short ahead of you here. You've got a tremendous number of orders short up top here. So we need to be mindful of that. I'm at 27 on the trailing stop. Break even plus 40 here. Yeah, make that 22 on the stop. I want to get below that 23 level in case we have to come down and tag it and then go. Come down and tag it before we go. 68 to 85 up here. 68 to 85 is what you're looking to ride this to. 22 on the trailing stop here. New bar out here in 1.5 minutes. You got about 11 minutes till the close here. $120 limit order short up there at 45. I believe we're going to make it to 56.85. 56.85. We get up to that 68 level, though, and stop. I'm going to quick move the target down and take it out. So you're now 54 ticks positive on 4 here. Got an iceberg at 39. There, we're fighting through the high. There's 40. Iceberg at the high at 41. Fight your way through it. There we go, 42. Their iceberg's all the way up here. They're really battling to keep the lid on it here. 27 is now the stop. Break even plus 40. Really, the sellers are battling hard here to keep the lid on it. There's 43, 44. You've got 400 orders between here and 50, well over 400 between here and 50. It's going to take some work to get through it. There's 44, 45. 68 to 85 up here, okay? 30, stop is 27 right now. Stop is break even plus 40 to 27. Break even plus 40 to 27 is the stop. Been as high as 45. That is where you had a fairly sizable number of orders up there. You know what? 22 on the stop. I liked it up there when we got to 45. Now that we're doing a bit of retracement, I do want to stay behind this 23 level, even if it's only for a tick. So I'm willing to risk 5 ticks to stay in to try to get up to 68. So I'm willing to risk 5 ticks to move up another 40. Lots of orders on the bid there at 33. 141. Yeah, you are pulling back here a little bit. It's pulling back here a little bit. We do want to close above 32, 33 here. 126 on the bid down there at 30. I'd like to stick around here for another 8 minutes is what I would like. All right, so there's your 31.32. Lots of orders coming in on the bid. We have 105 limit orders long at 25. You've got 3 minutes left here on this candle. And then we'll see. Okay, we're pulling into the close here. 10 minutes here. We're trying to get to these new highs. You have 165. You have huge iceberg orders here, and we are just plowing through them at 39 and 40. Look at all the orders that have hit the offer at 39 and 40. Another 300 there, iceberg orders. We are getting through them, though. If we pop through this, we may be in really good shape. We may be in really good shape. 245 have hit the offer up there at 39. That's where the iceberg orders are at the moment, is at 39. And they are really these orders are trying to protect that high up there at 45. Lots of icebergs at 39. You've got 2 minutes left on this bar, 7 minutes left in the day here. We just got up. You had 260 hit 39 and 317 hit 40. Okay, that's huge volume up there. That's huge volume are being absorbed. That's huge volume that's being absorbed there. But if this thing turns itself around, you're looking for a nice move into the close up to that 68-ish level. And then maybe 100 ticks to 85. We'll see. Be a nice way to end the day, right? On a 100 tick 4-lotter. 4 lots for 100 ticks. But that's a long way from here. I'd settle for that nice move up to 68 up there. $40 seconds left on this bar. Last 5 minutes of the day coming. Close up around 39.40. You're going to have another bar with heavy volume to the downside. Okay, here you go. You've got a bar with heavy negative delta here and closing around a positive. That means that the sellers are being absorbed here, and there you can see it starting to happen. So you have heavy sellers being absorbed. Bar closes in the green here in the next 10 seconds. We should go test the high. You're 60 ticks now on 4. Okay, there's 47, 48, 54. We may get to that 62 just yet. 68 rather. Okay, I'm bringing the trailing stop in now to 37. Break even plus 50 to 37 here for now. I'll come back to you, Jay, here. Give me just a second. All right, then you've got this revision target here at 68 is the target up above. Let's bring this down to 32 here. What's the low of that bar? The low of that bar is 31. Bring those down to 29 here. I'm going to bring it down to 29. I want to try to stay in through the close here. We got up to 54. I want to try to stay in for that last thrust into the close. We'll see if it gets there or not. We're 53 ticks positive here. It's going to be 68 to 85 up there. That's where we're looking for, 68 to 85. There's new high. There's 54 again, 56. Bring this on up into 37. 37. You're 71 ticks here. Let's see if we could finish. There's 62, 63. Okay, we'll see. Bring this up to 47. Break even plus 60 to 47. Break even plus 60 to 47 for now. 68 to 85 here is the target. 68 to 85. There's 63, 64, 65. Let's bring it to 52 on the stop. Remember, 68. I'm going to bring this down to 85 here. We're going to make that target 85. There's 66, 67. 70 ticks to 57 now on the stop. That's the 68 level. That's staying tough there. Okay, 94, 140, 79. You got lots of orders here. Bring this down to 52 just for giggles here. 52 is the stop. I think we're going to make it to 85. That would be 100 ticks on 4 to end the day. If it makes it up there, we just hit the revision target up there at 68. I'm trying to stay in this just a little bit here. $47. Listen, I'm going to 47, 60 ticks to 47. All right, I think we've got one more push up into the close here in the next 2 minutes. Maybe not. That was it. 40 just came down to 47 and took me out. All right, so you can see there at that last trade, go back here and look, came right up to our revision target at 69. We were targeting 68, and that's the way it goes. Left a few ticks on the table on that trade, and is one of the reasons why I believe I gave you the wrong number as we were going back through this earlier. I think I said there were 600 ticks in these two trades. If we would have taken it all the way to the target, there would have been 600 ticks. As it were, these two trades represented 460 ticks. So again, still a very good number for the day. We were very pleased with that number, of course, and we'll be looking forward to getting back after it again tomorrow. So again, as always, I want to say thank you for spending some time watching the OTG trades of the day and taking some time to look at the material here that we provide at the Oil Trading Group. And until tomorrow, I want to wish you good luck and good trade.